Yes, hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed. We are, hopefully, going to be doing Neretva Canyons this evening. With any luck, we will. Let's get logged into game. Oh, yes, there I am. Hide, hide. No need to hide. No, I am here, yes. Hello all, welcome to the stream, and there we go. There's the live screen. It's all flying over me. Rocks, Foxy, whizzing over. Yes, indeed. Right, daily's done and everything else, so let's get ourselves over there. Anything else I need to do? Savik, welcome to the stream. Let's take a look. Oh, social mediaing. Yes, of course, social mediaing. Right, let's get a bit of that done. One of those. Can't type for toffee. Neretva Canyon, there we go. Copy that, and we'll do social mediaing as well. There we go. One social media, 2 social medias, 3 social medias, 4. How to count seconds in 2021. Something equally as daft. Right, okay. Right, that's all the social media-ing done. Delica, welcome to the stream. ITO Derry, hello, welcome to the stream. Were you on yesterday? You probably weren't because it was an unscheduled stream, but yes. The audio sounds different. It's because it has a new thing. I'll show you a picture of it, actually. It's not my picture, it's a picture that I found. Let's see if I can find the damn thing. So what I'm using as a preamp, okay, is basically that's all it looks like. So the mic is plugged in at the back. All the cables and everything all go through the back of it. It's usually used in a studio as a mic pre, but it also has built-in features on it. So you've got actually, there's the mic pre, so you can see how loud you are. You've got the low cut, everything else. Then you've got a compressor, which just stops you clipping anything. Then you've got a de-esser, which takes away the sound if it's painful sounding on some people's voices. Bit of EQ, which just gives more detail in low end and the upper frequency. That I've got set somewhere like 2 or something like that. Then a gate and the output. That's it. That's all it does. It's nothing magical, but it is very, very good at what it does. Now, normally they're ridiculous money, but they turned up not ridiculous money, so I got one. But that's the new thing that I'm literally speaking through right now. So, you got very clear runny nose. I've got very clear mic preamp and everything else done, so I don't need to use VSTs anymore. Don't need to. You know, so I don't need to use software limiting or whatever else because it's all done in hardware. And the added bonus is if I join someone on a Discord or whatever, they hear this quality audio instead of whatever the hell Discord tries to do, which is usually like... Okay, nearly dropped off. Why is it my nose suddenly decided I'm going to run now you're on stream and just make your life horrible? Neretva, how are we? It's been a little while, Neretva Canyons, but I'm back. Oh look, I found Le Savic. May need more than just Savic for B, because you've got to do the 3 things, haven't we? Just thinking now. We've got Area B already. I think the buff's probably run out though. I'll ask her again. Area B. And I should get the... Yep. Does anybody like to join for a bit of Neretva Canyons? I mean, the only issue we've got is for this stage here, you've literally got to take out 3 towers at the same time. Or very quickly. You know, very close to each other. I've got an alarm going off in the background. I'm just going to go and get rid of it. Did you do any besides A? Just A, and then called it a night? Yeah, we could do C. Which one's C? Or I know which one's C. It's the one marked C over there, but I mean, what's the actual mission there? Sky Cannon. Welcome to the stream and welcome to Storm. Red Fix. Yes, okay then. Yeah, A was the only one we got done. We were looking at the others and went, not with just me. With just me and somebody's MP. I forget who it was now. They're usually on stream and everything else, so yeah. Thanks for having me on my Solly NT. Thought it might be a challenge. Solly NT's okay. A little hard, well, might be slightly harder in certain places, but you can have a bit more HP than my Opifex did. That's for sure. The Opifex was really good though. So, you know. Yeah, I've got most of the important buffs running, so. Right. Don't forget, you'll also get you get all these advantages. So large HQ management benefit. So you get stat buff there. Gridhouse computer literacy, so you get a bit of extra comp lit. Mining operations, so you'll gradually be getting more nano skill for free. Body dev, guardhouse, so your heal delta's higher. Landing pad. Yay. Run speed. It's not much, but it does add up. It does help. Now with 3, let's start with Area B. Good plan. Yes, IT O'Derry, do you need a beta thigh on your toon? Oh, is wise guy here lurking, is he? Are you here having a look? You can't call people out when they're lurking. They might be in the middle of a business meeting or something they're supposed to be doing, and then we just come along and Savik is the evil. I always try and let people, if they just want to chill in the background, we normally just let them chill in the background, Sometimes they don't. On LFT, okay. Let's have a look. Who is IT Derry on? EOS. There you go. I don't know where my keys are. You only need the one if you've already done it. You end up with one master key, and when you click on it, it just sends you into whichever one. If you've already done the quest, no, you would have had a key. But if you don't have it with you, you can just talk to Degoyus. I can't remember how to say it. We did look it up last night, so and it's a bit weird for me to pronounce, but yeah. A dark creature rises from its slumber in deep Artery Valley. It will be immortal for 15 minutes. There you go. Yeah, we're just doing Eli Hex. Now you talk to this person. Meet at beach, yeah. Oh, that would be the wrong chapter. What did I just say yes for? Neretva Canyons. I think you've done it with us before. Well, we just basically all feel like we're completely lost, but follow Savik anyway. Because Savik knows where the hell she's going in here. And the rest of us have no clue what we're doing in here. Hang on, I'm going to go blow my nose, because I'm not going to be sniffing at you all evening. That's disgusting. Right, give me a second. Right, now we're back. Oh, you may have link deaded, yeah. I think we did start it with you and then couldn't complete it. What are we doing? Going B first. And wait for IT O'Derry, because otherwise we'll all get lost. Don't split up. Stay together. Now my ears have gone funny because I've just blown my nose. You know when they sort of they kind of pop and then they don't. Have you link deaded again, IT O'Derry? And poor man with the worst internet connection of anyone I know. It's just bitterly unfair. It's like every time we've ever tried to raid together, he just punk and crashes. Daylights 97, welcome to the stream. I'm talking through my new mic preamp, which is actually really good. Massively impressed with it, actually. Even if it was still at the old price, I would have been happy. Daylight subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 8 months. Thank you very much for the resub, IT O'Derry. And if you're watching in 160p, hello, good evening. How are you? Yes, doing Neretva on the Enforcer. Yeah, so I got a new mic pre, but it also has all the stuff I used to have to do in software like noise gate, compressor, you know, and all that stuff just to keep the audio sounding right. I no longer have to. I just go through this straight in, no anything, and it sounds like this. No, I'm at home in full high def, and now I'm blind. He's blind! Is it a bit bright? That's a little off, actually. Isn't it? Wait. Unlock. Yeah, that'll do. Felt like the bottom of the frame was missing. It is, yeah. Hang on. Bigger video, but it switched something on as well. Exposure. Okay, that's funky as hell. The hell, low light oh, it's turned stuff on that it shouldn't turn on. It does this. I don't know what it is. It's probably because it's such a cheap camera. I don't know. Oh my god, what the hell? I look very strange. Okay, maybe leave it on auto. Why is it gone? Is this it? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just gone really weird, hasn't it? Okay, I've just told it to go default. Well, let's go to a screen that it's not on. Nope. What the hell have I done? Oh, God. Right. Video format. Any... That's just... What the hell is wrong with it? Wait there. No, wasn't that. Hold on. No, I just disconnected it and reconnected it. Hang on. Okay, I've really, really broken things now. Top of my head, what is it doing? Oh, good God. Why did I should have just left it alone. I deactivated it, reactivated it. Oh, it's alive. Okay, I think that cleared. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of working again. It does look over bright though. Dare I do anything to it? Bigger video. Turn it down one step. Right, okay. Good God, I don't know what the hell happened there. Right, okay. I think we're back. Is it? Yes. It's working. I look a human again. Did I get more sound panels? No, what I bought is what you're hearing. I will get some more sound panels this next week. What I ordered was this. It's called the DBX 286S. And it's amazing. All it is a mic pre, but it has enough gain for dynamic mics like this one. Which means it drives them properly. So you get the full frequency range out of them and everything else. But it also has built into it a compressor, a limiter, a noise gate, stuff like that. All hardware. Normally you would find them in studios and the like. Actually, you should be checking these for drops. Now, these are the slightly lower level ones than you normally get, aren't they? If only all the mobs in here were this easy, but they're not. So I bought that instead with your donation. Because I've wanted one for like, I don't know, 10 years. Well, normally they're like $300. But I found a nearly new one from a reputable store. Like a music store, you know, guitars, drums, keyboards, that kind of stuff. I had a bag I was putting these in, but I can't remember which one it was. Yeah, and I suddenly saw it on sale because they had a deep discount on it. And then they had also another one, which is they marked as nearly new. So I was like, okay, we're going for it, and just bought it. But it now means even if I join other people's channels or whatever, they get this audio into their channel, which is, you know, kind of epic. Morphers, welcome to the stream. stay here by, what, down by this tower, yeah? Yeah, so I got that instead. So although you can't see it on the stream, I mean, you've seen the other stuff, haven't you? You saw like that and everything. But I've now got that, the mic pre, which is kind of behind the scenes, but hopefully you can hear the difference now you're at home listening to how much detail and everything is over the microphone now. Oh, you didn't see it? Okay, well, right. So that's a side view. So here it is before from the same angle, but on a different lens. So that's how it used to look, remember? And that's how it looks now. And then from kind of my perspective. And now, instead of going through that old mixer, which is a nice mixer, it's been a week since you've been able to watch. Ah, right, okay. I didn't know if you were catching the VODs. So I'm now talking through that, which is a mic pre, but with more features on it. Well, how does it sound? I mean, you can hear me talking through it now, so, you know. I think it sounds a lot better than the old mixer and using VSTs, which I no longer need, you see. Like, if I look at the plugins I've got, I don't need any of them. Yeah, you sound more clear. Yeah, because it's a better preamp, basically. It's got a tiny bit of EQ on it, but it just, you know, not much. I think the assumption is that you'll record into a DAW with it and then edit it later. Smoother, yeah. It's just a much nicer preamp. When you buy even some of these really nice high-end interfaces for PC for audio that you can plug mics into and stuff, they're great, but they're not as good as a dedicated preamp's going to be. Right. Aim at one bubble. The Hollow Reaper is no longer immortal for anybody wanting to kill it. Looks like we missed it for this evening, but I'm not too worried. We're doing this now. I want the thigh, 220, and then it's Alpha's time. Okay, he's down. Yeah. But the other thing was, because I was using VST plugins, you know, a compressor, so the quietest part and the loudest part are much closer together. You would lose some detail when you do that with software, but when you do it with hardware, especially good quality hardware like this, you don't. So it now sounds nice, which I like. Time to emp. Have to concentrate now. I'm being an enforcer. Mongo, Mongo, Mongo. Yeah, it is Mongo, yeah. Oh, I need a red, yeah. Hasn't got a red yet. Is it on one of these? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Just need the gold soon. Get on me. All your aggro is belong to us. Still can't believe you using the spank saddle. What? What? Spank paddle. Oh, the meat cleaver, yeah. Well, I don't have anything else yet. Oh, he dropped a green, that guy. Do you need a green? Don't we go inside as well now? Don't we go in here? Isn't there another thing to kill in here, or am I thinking of a different mission? Ah, right, Area C, we go inside. Okay. Right, let's talk and get a bit more XP. The weapon, spank paddle. Oh my god. That's one dead supply master. I also found this key card, apparently. Oh, I need to make a little more space in my inventory. Most of my inventory is full of bloody bags at the moment. Doing the thing. Right, C. Where do I come in? You can count on me. Goodbye. We've lost IT at Derry again, trying to do Neretva with him. Okay, what was this one? This is... let's take a look. Area C. Ancient Shadows. Okay, just basically kill everything and follow Savik. Here we have the inside bit. Right, okay. Yeah, I've not come across a better weapon yet than this one. The support beam would be nice, but... you have to get it first. So we did a whole subway run with Mahalik and everything, but, yep, no support beam dropped. You know, the subway drop rates are very low. Hence the reason people charge so damn much for the stuff from there. So, yeah, well, I do want the that weapon, but it'll have to wait for now. I like the bear. The bear is good, but this is a faster weapon. It just feels better to use. The engineer down, he's got the debuff on him. So the bear is really good. I got the quality 300, but I just didn't have the init for it. I will with alphas though, I think. So I'll be able to sort of swap between it whenever I want. Let's get rooted. By everything. I grow all of them. Down, 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 down. Nope, even rage doesn't kill it. There we go. It's not worth pulling aggro on these, because the second that the soldiers just knocking them down so damn fast, they've got no chance. Yeah, so it is really sweet as a nut as far as audio equipment goes. So I thought, okay, we dealt with the acoustics in the room. Yes, the ceiling would be nice as well, but it's going to have to wait another week. Apparently we're killing a turret. I mean, it does okay. The meat tenderizer, or the spank paddle, as you call it. I can't believe it. That one's brilliant. When you said that, I was like looking around thinking, what's he talking about? Which one's dropped the gold? I can't remember now. It's not these, is it? It's the specialist or something commanders. I don't think these drop anything anyway. Well, regular loot, but not the parts for the vortex immunity. Can't cast anything until the engineer's down. Engineer's got the nano skill debuff. There we go. Aye, Malice, come on. God, you do some damage on that soldier, because that's 2 eye Malices now and it's still ignoring me. Finally. Good God. Yeah, maybe we should turn off that as well. Let's not have rage running when you're fighting something this big. You haven't dropped anything, have you? Sorry, I'm just lurking, nuking little birdies. 4 days till I'm watching you from a beach in Mexico. Nice. It's nice that you can actually get a holiday this year. You know, with everything still not being, you know, things are not back to the old ways yet, so to speak. So yeah. How warm is it down in Mexico now? It's pretty hot, I would imagine. Or is this the off-season, but actually is nicer? Some places are like that. The off-season's actually better. 30 degrees C is warm enough for anyone. 30 would be probably too much for me. Oh, that might be okay on a beach. You know, splash your toes. You know, PDKP and Envy of the Zan, say what you like, they still do a lot of damage. I'm actually having to fight for aggro here, and that's with Eye Malice and Mongo Demolish as well. It's like, bang, 30k aggro. What is it, 50k on this, isn't it? Yeah, 50,000 taunt. I'm still fighting for aggro. Jesus. Yeah, with this, you're not hearing the keyboard or anything. It's all been done with hardware. It's a bit earlier than I usually like to go, but I'm going to be busy this winter. All right. It's a cool place, this, isn't it? The machine, like another little back room here with nothing in it. Should expand this, make it bigger and more interesting. Just follow the Savick. Especially when we get to the big one. Oh my god, I was so lost. There was it's like some of the paths are higher than the others, so it's just you think you're going, it's like the first time you go to Arid Rift and you've got paths on different levels sort of thing, or not quite, it's not as bad, but you know, bad enough. Yeah, no holiday for us. Mrs. Collis 2's off next week, but it's just a week off work. Staycation. We'll probably sort of do some, like, bigger sort of house cleaning kind of stuff more than anything. Thing with this place is everything respawns. It respawns pretty quickly as well. Area D is the big one. It would be. It is big though. But if you go the wrong way, you're going to have to run virtually the entire map to get back to where you started and all that kind of stuff. It's just... F is too big. Yep. Bigger than you think it is. God, look how close. Look at that. 219 and we're like 3/4 of the way there. It's kind of epic. Yeah, I'm not sure what their debuff is. Is that it? Yeah, nano skill deprival minus 1500. God. That's a lot of depriving. There we go. Right, I'm going to talk to her again. That was strange. I found this key card. Have I got space or am I going to... Oh, right, I've got to give her... I think it's the 2 blue I give her now. Was that it? Listen as she scans the blue card. Okay. Now it's a singular one. Okay, continue listening. You jinx me, no chapters are dropping. If you're killing the little birdies, make sure you've got the quest from the book guy. He gives you a quest to go kill 30 of them, and at the end of which you get all the books. Which I'd completely and utterly forgotten about until somebody on chat pointed out. I think it may have been Vulpu, you know, or Wise Guy. It's one of those two. Said, aha, you're doing it wrong. I think these are the ones that drop gold. And the blue one's nuke, but they drop blue. I've already got a blue, so I think I'm okay. It's that one. Superior Commando. Give me a thing-me. Give me a gold thing. I can stop looking for them. My excuse is I haven't played for ages and I'm sticking to it. It's a good enough excuse. I forget things and I've kind of always been playing. Mind you, I have taken like 6 months off here and there. No. 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 Oh, crap. Where did you... Oh, you went that way. Thank God for the mini-map. just blindly following Savik. If I look at this map, it's like, I have no idea, but Savik mapped this area, I think, so she actually knows it off by heart. I mean, I could draw Arid Rift, I've done it so many times. But, you know, this one? No. Yay, gold. Yay, nowhere in my inventory to put it. I have to do that. Pick it up. Put it in there. Put that back. That's it. I've got the 3 parts I need. That's probably easier to look at. Yeah, this snare is vicious. There we go. You don't want a pile of them on top of you because they're a bunch of nasties. Yes, they are. Alex Baldwin. Oh yeah, I saw it on the news. Good God, that's just terrible. It goes to show you, even blanks aren't completely safe. I don't know what actually happened, whether someone loaded the wrong munitions into the bloody weapon, or it was just something in the barrel or something like that. Relay Station 1. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, shocking. I mean, he's been in and talked to the police. I don't think he's, like, in crap for it, but could be. He killed one person and wounded another with a prop weapon. He was supposed to be firing blanks, and somehow, I don't know exactly what happened. Prop guns are supposed to be made inoperable. Yeah, we haven't got the details yet, but even prop weapons still have a full, they still have all the same propellant. And it's usually like a cotton slug at the end rather than a lead slug or whatever. So, yeah, it shouldn't happen, but somehow it's happened. That's probably, that film probably enshrined, a bit like, what was it? It happened to Brandon Lee, but I think with Brandon Lee, that live ammo got into the weapon somehow. Which is, awful. He stood there thinking he's acting, and next thing, he's just got shot in the chest. Yeah, Brando Lee, yeah. And it wasn't even another actor or someone he was, seemingly pointing it at. Maybe he was doing a shot where the camera angle is him firing, and they're filming from in front of him, and it's just gone bang, bang, and he suddenly realised they've been shot somehow, which is shocking. Awful thing to happen. Awful thing to happen. It's terrible for her, her family, her friends, and everyone. It's, it's terrible for him as well. Complete accident, and he's just, he's ended someone's life. Yeah, they put a lot of rules on it, I can imagine so, yeah. Sometimes it takes a tragedy before things get changed. It's a shame, but that's usually what happens. Like, it took a long time before they went, you know what, I think we probably need to make it a requirement to have seatbelts in the car. People moaned about that. It's like, I wouldn't want to be in a car without one, thanks. Yeah, every health and safety law is there because some poor soul lost their life. Yeah, exactly. You know, railings on walkways and stuff. Okay, I've lost Savik. No, no, don't let me lose you, Savik. Not in here. The worst place ever to lose anyone. Follow Savik because Savik is the boss. Where's that one? No. No. I've got it somewhere. I don't know which. I don't know. I've got so many bloody files in here now. Guards on rotating equipment. Yep. Everything. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame it has to be, you know, something like that before. You know, safety harness while building a skyscraper. You know, it just beggars belief. Oh, there we go. Savik is the boss. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, it's a horrible thing to happen. But, you know, maybe now they'll do what they did with the... I think with the John Wick movie. I mean, they're firing at such close range, they couldn't have used blanks anyway. I think they superimposed muzzle flash and everything on afterward. Maybe the weapon just had like a bright light on the end. Because a foot away from someone's head, you can just the concussion, just the percussion, the force of the explosion, you know, do serious damage. Certainly blind, deafen, or maim someone. How do you do, my fellow clansmen? I'm gonna have to. You've just made me want to make a meme for that. That's brilliant. Welcome to the stream, Soto Mahoney. All the barrels of the Wick guns in the Wick movies are welded shut. Yeah. Or when they're in the second movie, when they're in the subway and they're like going with silencers, I just started laughing. It's like, look, silencers do reduce the volume, but not like that. It's still like 138 decibels or something on something like a Glock. So it's not like, oh yeah, I can't hear it. You know, like in the movies, no. It's not like that. Hides my NT from pants so he doesn't see me. Yes, he's being an evil, ominous spy. Beep, 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 beep. Remove the device. (135 dB is the point at which you start losing hearing. So, yeah. But in the movies, it's like... It ain't like that. Well, but you know, I kind of accept it because I also accept there's no one on the planet that could take the kind of beatings that John Wick does and still be functioning, let alone standing up and fighting. But you know, you kind of like, you can kind of go, it's a movie, you know, that's okay. You can go pretty far-fetched before you get to the, what do they, there's a good phrase for it. Yeah, they are. I mean, they killed his puppy, right? Murdered them, their family, and their whole organisation. It's like, yeah, go on, Keanu. Especially after you've, you know, had a couple of beers or something like that. It's a good movie to watch for that sort of thing, you know? I'm the same with the Riddick movies. No one's like that. That's impossible. You can't do that. You know? But you're kind of like prepared to accept it at face value. I'm not allowed to buy a can right now. My wife would kill me. Right. Mine's quite tolerant, but I'm quite moderate. I'm not one of these that'll go out and buy like a case of beer and drink the whole lot in one night. I mean, I have, but I'm not likely to. I kind of go, I'll buy 4. 4's enough. 4 will get you a good beer buzz, and you'll still get a decent night's sleep. Yada yada, you know. So. Oh, can he mean suppressor? Oh, right. You know, we're going to put a bean can on the end of that firearm? Yeah, in the UK we just don't have guns. It's that simple. They've never been a thing, really, in the UK, though. It's not like we had them and they got rid of them. It's just like we've never really had them. Given how no one, if we suddenly could have them, I would just be terrified. Because you'd have a bunch of people that don't know how to use them, don't know how to maintain them, and, you know, haven't grown up with them, have no sort of, you know, it would just end very, very badly, very, very quickly, I think. Well, that's it. People would just think they were a gangster. You know, they'd be like, yeah, I'm a gangster, and then bang, shoot their foot off, you know, and just... Yeah, you got to respect any dangerous tool. You know, even like butchers respect their knives. Chefs respect their knives. They're lethal implements, you know, if misused. Any tool is, you know, a potentially lethal thing if it's misused. So something like a nail gun. Yeah, you can kill people with a nail gun. I think the only type you can get in the UK, it's got a thing on the end, so you've got to be like 2 inches away from what you're trying to hit for it to operate. But people obviously, you know, tick around with them and, you know, disable that safety feature. So yeah, people still wind up in the emergency room wishing they hadn't. Yeah, you should respect any tool or whatever that has the potential, you know, to do harm. Like a car. You should maintain and understand your car and realise, you know, how potentially dangerous it can be. Air-powered staple gun, put a staple through. I put a staple into my thumb just messing around with a bloody regular stapler. Luckily, because it hit that way, so it just went just under the nail and stopped. And, you know, avoided the bone and cartilage and whatnot. But, yeah, it went kadunk through and I went, holy... It hurt. Hurt like hell. To go and get a tetanus shot and everything. I'm going out tomorrow to use my new performance centre M&P 2.0. Picked it up as a 4th of the July present and haven't had a chance to use it yet. Yeah, it was a bit of a subdued July 4th, I guess. Again. It'll come good. Oh yeah, look out. The Americans are talking about guns. The rest of us are just going to sit here nodding politely without a clue. It's like me when I start talking about audio gear and guitars. People are like, sounds lovely, dear. It's like, we just sat here in total ignorance going, yeah, okay. Yeah, at this point, I think my son's handled more firearms than I have, just from being in the cadets. Take him on a firing range, only be like a 2-2 or something. You know. He shot the line, you know, holding up the paper targets. There's like a twine line they set up. He managed to shoot that. And I went, did you do it deliberately? And he went, well, people think I did, but no. That's a hell of a shot if you got that at 30 yards. My brother had a 180-ish IQ and was focused on music and audio. Couldn't understand anything he said. Sounds like my kind of friend. Yes, so it has the new toy now. I have the I think it's Harman make it. A DBX vocal processor, preamp and processor. So because the signal out of a microphone is absolutely tiny, so you need to run it through what's called a preamp, so a pre-amplifier. It's essentially an amplifier, but very clean amplifier. It's applying 60 dB of gain, more or less, to this mic, and there's just no noise. It's super duper clean. They used to run at $300 sort of dollars-ish, I think. Still sound as colours. No, it's not. He's a musician. I hear fifths as red, fourths as kind of orange. I know exactly what it means. Station 6, is this the last one, Sav? It is, yeah. But it's a dynamic mic, you see. Like, you see a lot of people, they use the Shure SM7B, which is a similar size to this. And that needs, like, nearly 60 dB again for it to actually sound okay. Otherwise, it just sort of sounds... it sounds kind of, okay. Can't really hear it, you know, kind of thing. So let's put that in there so I can grab that. Remove the device. Yeah, but for a dynamic, you need it. So what I was doing was I was going through a mixing desk which could add like 45-ish, and then making up the rest in Windows and stuff like that. So is there a quick... We run back out after this one. Okay. I was following the Savick because Savick is the boss. Savick knows where the hell it is we're going. And I do not. The train horn looked pretty. Wow. Yeah, I do have colour associations for intervals and stuff like that. We just blitzing out. I think we are. Yay! It's much quicker coming out than coming in. Okay, let's hand in. Lance Corporal G's. I hacked the 6 terminals. Yay, more XP. I was picking out tunes on any instrument I could get hold of by the time I was that age, yeah. I saw it in guild chat. Cal, I'm going AFK for a few, yes. Time for the foods. I think we're having chicken Kiev tonight. I can smell it. I haven't had it yet. I'm gonna eat it at the end of the stream. Right, so what have I got on this one? So I've got E now. Can't remember which one's E. Is this the one with the horrible boss? Yeah. Debating whether to order a curry. It's Friday. Do what you want. That's what she said. Yeah, I need to trim this beard. It's getting a bit tatty, you know, like if I don't sort of brush it and like this. It's starting to go zoink. Don't ding 220 without me. Depends how long you are. Probably not. After we kill it, we have to run out quickly. Is there like a you will die thing on it or something? I can't. Oh, the dot. Yeah, she does a dot, doesn't she? Until you exit. I seem to remember we did. We wiped on her. Are you going to take me on the phone, are you? Don't worry about it, you need to eat. Look after the that side of things first. We will be fine, yes we will. Troll Hammer, welcome to the stream. Hey Santa, yeah, you're not kidding. Starting to feel like it now. Big white beard. Fat belly. Just need some red gear to wear. I'll see if I can get a Santa hat for, you know, when we get nearer Christmas. Wear it for the Christmas stream. Only noon there. Still have 6 hours to decide what to have for supper. Yeah, I usually like get a snack during the day. It depends. Sometimes I'm like really hungry in the middle of the day and I'll just, right, I'm having something now. And then, you know, have a little less in the evening. Santa Santa Carlos, yeah. Run around going ho ho ho. Coincidence? I think not. I keep thinking I can't see my toon. And I'm looking at something. Soon he begins farting elves and stuff. I would hire elves that don't fart. I know what you meant. Now I can hear you. Oh, very good. Yeah, it'll be delayed, unfortunately. It's only like 4 seconds, but it can feel a bit odd. Between what you can hear and what you can see me doing. Yeah, so sad day for Hollywood today. I'm looking forward. Dune is out tomorrow, is it? In the cinemas? I am tempted to go and see it, you know. Is Mrs. Santa okay? Yeah, she's fine. It's like thinking of Santa Claus the movies. It's like being called Burt Reynolds. Not Burt Reynolds. What's the guy's name? Oh, I can't think now. Cool actor, anyway. He was in Soldier. He was in loads of stuff. I think he was in Stargate, the movie, as well. Yeah, I was watching Stephen Colbert go, you know, gushing about it. I quite like Stephen Colbert. He's a pretty cool guy. And he was really like gushing. But I have seen Timothy Kurt Russell. Yes, Nyan, first time chat from the viewer. Welcome to the stream and the chat, obviously. Kurt Russell is the guy I'm thinking of, yeah. But he played Santa, so if you mean that Santa, it's kind of like, thanks. Because he's a very cool guy. I'll try and get the aggro off. Hang on, let me focus. We're on the boss thingy here. Been lurking for ages. Well, you're very welcome to chat or lurk. There's no compulsion for either. You know who's a real cool guy? Simon Silverstone. Oh, spoken like a real clanner there, Soto Mahoney. Here's a shepherd's spy. Time to get a bit of bio up, I think. There we go. I'm almost believable, yeah. How do you do, my fellow clans? We all know you've got Philip Ross underwear there under your Sentinel's armour. We know. You got a tattoo of Omnitech's logo on the left cheek. Yeah, everybody else got the name before I did. I just couldn't think of it. I was picturing him in my mind and I still couldn't think of it. Speaking of old actors, Mel Gibson's going to star in the John Wick spin-off series as a villain. Yeah, he's quite good as a villain, Mel Gibson. Not bad. He's had his run-in and breakdown and all the rest of it. He's done his mileage. His old Mel Gibson. It's a long-ass stun, this. Well, you know, Keanu's... I mean, everyone says he's immortal and doesn't age, but he does. You know what I mean? If he shaved his beard off now with the John Wick haircut, he'd look like he was about to give Slytherin minus 100 house points. You know what I'm saying? Hi, T.O. Derry. I'm sorry I couldn't come... Your internet gone up the crapper again. You just really have the worst luck. Very unfortunate. Yeah, but he's not playing John Wick. He's playing a villain. I mean, if they cast him as John Wick, I'd be like, are you nuts? You can't cast Mel Gibson as John Wick. What? A work call. And not the boss. Oh, right. Yeah, someone did a picture of John Wick minus the beard, and he does look like... he does look like the one out of Thingy. Thing is, I can't imagine John Wick as any other actor now. So, I don't know. It's like some people got real butthurt by The Witcher, and I was like, oh, they've made so-and-so a different... ethnic background, or you know, whatever. I thought, oh, it's an interesting choice, but they've done really well in the role, you know, so I wasn't bothered. I thought, well, as long as you get Geralt right, who cares, right? You know, because the books are all from his perspective, so it's fine. I enjoyed it, you know. Ends Lyric, welcome to the stream and welcome back home. Tony Danza, I can't think. So, what, they're doing a prequel to John Wick. Who is going to be playing John Wick? I'm more interested in that. Get that right, and the rest will kind of fall into place, wouldn't it? You know? But yeah, Keanu with the John Wick haircut and no beard does look like Snape. I'm sorry, but he does. And to be clear, the internet connection is not the internet is the problem. Usually laptop less now after I finally configured the new client, but the damn laptop is the issue. Ah, right. Black Elves were a bit of a stretch. I don't know. It didn't bother me. You know, I was willing to accept the conceit of the movie, so... I think some people got a little too, you know, wound up about it. But I think Timothy Chalamet as Paul Atreides in the new Dune movie, back to what we were talking about. I watched him in a movie called King, and he was utterly brilliant in it. Oh God, I need to make space in my inventory. Quickly as well, because we can't hang about in here. Right, how's the bits? Teleport out. Otherwise, the dot will kill you. Literally, the dot will kill you. Right, there we go. And it's a little bright. Maybe that's why I'm overlit. I've got the brightness on the monitors too high. Or in the game is too high. Yeah, Timothy Chalamet, he is very good. And he's the right... He does look the right age to be a 14-year-old, you know. Because in the original Dune book, they talk about him being small for his age. And Lady Jessica saying something like, oh, well, the Atreides men get their size later on, rather than earlier. I mean, my visualization of the characters in The Witcher comes from... like the Witcher 3 game, really. The faces of the people in it are the ones that are just stuck in my memory. When someone talks about that character, that's who I imagine. So like Triss Merigold is very different in the series versus how she is in the game, but I was like, you know, fine. I just want them to continue the books. They have people that have read them loose gasket. Yeah, there's a little bit of people being a little overzealous, maybe, with their fandom, I think, maybe. I don't know, some stuff is just, like, flies in the face of... Well, there's a point in every movie where... or any franchise where you push it too far. Like, I love the first Indiana Jones movie. I think it's an absolute classic. And I always enjoy rewatching it. The second one, not quite as much. And the one where he gets in the fridge to escape a nuclear explosion is just like, okay, you've jumped the shark now. You've just gone so far, I can't believe the conceit of the movie anymore. And it is possible for franchises to do that, you know. I think that's the thing she wants. Telling me about Area E. Yeah, the fourth Alien movie was just like, wait, what? I mean, I watched it. It was aliens, but, you know, it did feel a bit like, I think you jumped the shark here. What am I handing her now? Oh no, the red ones I'm handing, aren't I? I think. Is it the two red ones? Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel I belong to a fandom. But it's like with the Star Wars movies, they lost their way a bit with which one was it? I think, yeah, of the very new ones, the second one was like, I walked out halfway through. I just went, this is crap. These characters are just wrong, you know. Oh, A, D, and F are wrong. Oh, crap. But the prequels that Lucas made are, I've said this many times, is what happens if nobody reins him in. He's great as creating the story and everything else, but he does need help to knit it all together, because the very first Star Wars movie that didn't say Episode 4 at the top when it was released, I know, I was there, was complete dog poop before it was re-edited with extra scenes put into it to make it make sense and flow. Which is why they won, like 3 of them won Oscars for editing, because they basically remade the film purely with editing. And the last Star Wars thing they made, I've not even seen, so... Because I was done. I was done halfway through the second one. It just went... Luke Skywalker would not do that. That's just silly, and it just broke the immersion of the film. I'm just not on board with this anymore. It just doesn't. Nah. And yet, when they made the Mandalorian little spin-off series, every minute of that film or of that series felt like Star Wars. Really felt like Star Wars. It was so much more Star Wars than any of the movies since the original 3. It was unbelievable. And if you've not seen The Mandalorian, watch it. Just bear with it first few episodes while it gets its feet under it. And come the end of it, if you're a fan of the original series of movies, you will have a bit of a tear in your eye. And I don't want to spoil it more than that, but yeah, there's a massive payoff at the end. One closest to the books. Well, yeah, no. Moadi doesn't make it rain at the end of the first book. That's like, no. They tried, you know, but it's always been nigh on impossible to transfer the story to the screen. So many people have tried. But, you know, I really enjoyed Blade Runner 2049, the latest one they did. I thought that really stood up well and looked good and everything else. And it's the same director making Dune, so I am hopeful for it. The 84 movie, though, no. Apparently, you know, Paul Moadib is 14 but looks like he's in his late 20s. Shawnee lives on a desert planet and has milk white skin. No. No. Maybe under the still suit or something, but... I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Patrick Stewart in the role he was in. I thought he was good in it. And Sting was just having a whale of a time. The Baron, though, he was just clownish. Yeah, he was a Kwisatz Haderach, but he's a generation too soon to be, but it turns out he actually is. I know the story, but what I'm saying is the 1984 movie, I like it. I still rewatch it even now, because I do get the vibe of the original books, but I don't think it was it wasn't, no. It didn't really reflect the scale and depth. They tried, though, because there's a lot of, like, they had the actors do like a voiceover part while they're, you know, like to sort of give you an idea what their internal monologue is, sort of thing, because that's what you read in the book, without which it's very difficult to follow what's actually going on. So I mean, they got a lot of it right in that book, but they just didn't get all of it in the 84 movie. I mean, I still like it, I still watch it, but, you know, I mean, I don't even mind that movies take a bit of artistic license with stuff, because some stuff just doesn't transfer. It just, there's no way to get across what was on the page, you know. Is it just those two we kill there, is it? Court is raiding with a party of 2. Thank you for the raid and welcome, raiders. Do we just beacon out, Sav? Or do we have to wait out his dot? Isn't this the one we died at? Because we just all ran off immediately after killing him. I'll just sit with a with that running as well. Besides, the inner picture you create when you read the book is not even closely emulated on screen. I looked at Stephen King's It, and the monster at the end. Bloody ridiculous, yeah. Well, Stephen King has never been happy with any adaptation of any of his books, has he, apparently? Like, he didn't like any of them. I've lost you, wait for me. Even when Kubrick did it. Yeah, he didn't like The Shining, did he? I think sometimes you just have to let the adaptation stand as its own thing sometimes, and not compare it to You know, the written version. He isn't happy, but he took the money. He's not an idiot. Apparently Clark did like 2001, but he worked with Kubrick on the film. So it's still a remarkable film, that. The way the whole thing has been shot is just amazing. Guy was a one-off, Kubrick. Really was. Some of his choices in terms of how to shoot something are just like, wow. I'm looking forward to dreading the Wheel of Time series. I've not read that one. I even liked 2010 with the guy from Jaws in it. I actually like that one. I am sad. But I liked that movie. I thought it was okay. You know, I'm sorry. I enjoyed it. I really liked, oh God, British actor. What's her name? She's in Red as well. Helen Mirren. I should remember that. I've met her. She's only little. Yeah. Lovely though. No, not Judi Dench. She plays the Russian in it. Helen Mirren. Yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant actor. And she is quite delightful when you meet her. Do we need to kill the trainee? Well, we did. I don't think she did like hardcore anything, you know. I think it was I think she did some erotic photography, which was considered quite risque in its day, but basically I think she was just topless in a few photos, which is not much these days, is it, you know? I mean, yeah, don't try and do it on Twitch, but Geronimo, follow the Savick. The Savick is the way. Yeah, it was something like that, but yeah, Helen Mirren, I met her while I was at Musicians Institute. The lady who was like the boss at the time was a personal friend of hers. So she came over to the, seemed to be having no, oh there we go, I think that was lag. Follow the Savick. With how Puritan they used to be back in the day, even today showing naked heels is risque. Yeah. In certain cultures, yeah, it is. Yeah, Helen Mirren when I met her was like 95-ish. Not sure how old she was then, but even then I was like, wow. When you meet someone, you know, you see someone on screen and think, yeah, they're quite good looking. But when you meet them in face to face and you're seeing them in 3D and you're in their presence, it's quite different. Americans are especially bad. Are they? I don't know. Follow Savick. Here in Norway we had newspapers, and we had that in the UK, but only in the trashy papers, like There was The Sun did it on page 3, and then they had a sister newspaper called The Sunday Sport. There was very little sport, let's say that. It was all smut and filth, basically. Call it art and you can show anything. Well, you know, is it not art though? That's not why they were doing it. They were doing it because, you know, they knew their demographic, basically. Free the boobies. Yeah, I'm a fan. I will say I am a fan, but, you know, I don't necessarily need to see them in a newspaper. Or whatever. You know. I mean, you can't really call... I mean, the paper they appeared in was called The Sun, and it still goes now, but I mean, if you read... It's got a reading age lower than most comic books, you know, it's not... It is trash, you know what I mean? Best part of working at a newsagent, what, the top shelf? When you were 14. Okay, I'm getting more update music. I'm not sure, is there any more in here? We're done in here now, okay. Now we must find the way up. Yeah, well, some people did. I mean, you had like the likes of Mary Whitehouse and all that, you know, complaining like hell about it. But they were more bothered about they called them video nasties. Do you remember that? In the UK, that became a thing, and all it was, you know, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, pretty much any modern horror movie. They were all like, yes, it needs to be banned. It's damaging and yada yada. Really, we were just watching it going, these special effects are rubbish. Full trainers, all deaded. And I also found this key card. I'll give it the 2 yellows now. Want to do A? Not sure we have enough for X. Yeah, we could probably do with a few more bodies for X. I can do this. I'm just going to say yes and give her all the parts. Red, blue, yellow. There we go. And I should get the master one. Yep, there you go, and I can enter all of them now at this point. Right, so if I now click this, it gives me every area straight away. Video game, yeah, they used to blame video movies, you know, on VHS. Like, so, what was it called? The Evil Dead and, you know, stuff like that. Zombie flesh eaters. You know, nowadays those movies are sort of looked at as virtually comic horror. But back then, yeah, in the UK, there was like a little movement of, you know, pearl wearing, you know, necktied women, a bit, you know, really, really like, oh, you're undoing the moral fabric of blah, 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 you know. That ridiculous attorney from Florida that called them murder simulators. God. Yeah. Well, this is it. If you want to get noticed, say something ridiculously extreme in from one viewpoint and just push it as far as you can, and yeah, people will take notice. It just seems to be the thing these days, doesn't it? You know. Have we lost someone? We've lost Rhett. Reddy lost his license. Well, if you do something ridiculous like that, yeah, I mean, you know, the law is there to be taken seriously, and as soon as you bring the law itself into disrepute, well, the people that are running the law as a structure are going to take action. You know. Satanic Picnic from the 80s, yeah. Oh, and heavy metal's got devil in it, and people screwing up the stylus and of their record player when they were trying to run it backwards. There was even an 80s movie like that, you know. Zinzig, welcome to the stream. Very good to see you too. You're listening to the new audio preamp, which I really like. I do. I like it. It's the DBX 286. It probably means absolutely nothing to anyone on the stream, but it's that thing. So, yeah. It's really, really good. You need to record music through it. Well, yeah, you would. You would use it as a mic pre for someone singing, for recording guitar parts and stuff like that, you know. But, yeah, I mean, it's not like I could get a drum kit in here or you know, anything like that. Now, remember, I bought an LP with the Red Devil on the cover. My mother is Christian and flew into rage. Well, we're all Christian in the UK, more or less. Mostly. You know, we're all quite happy to celebrate Christmas and stuff. You know, most of us were christened in a church and all that, but even then, you know, most people won't try and bring God into the conversation, you know. Give me a sec, I'm going to go and take a quick bio break, just while we're regrouping. So, yeah, give me a minute. Ta-da! ICC, where frame rates go to die. Zinzig is the person that created the t-shirt for me. Wise guy FSB, Che Poop. Okay. He's good, Che, though, isn't he? Yeah, it's a thing. Cheification is another streamer. He's, you know, like a proper one. He's way better than me. And he's like a variety streamer. And when he goes off for a break of any kind, it's like, chat, keep going. He's gone for a poop. You know, so yeah. CKT Div. Hey Carl, how are you today? I'm good. I am good. Yep. Very good. All the better for seeing you, obviously. Yes, we have the new preamp we were just talking about. I'm still in slow motion here. Come on. Yes, the new preamp is what you're hearing me talk through right now. And, yeah, it sounds good. Saves me a lot of aggravation. And it also means if I, let's say, do a joint stream with anyone or join somebody else's chat, this audio you hear now is what goes through to Discord and everything else. So you get the same quality. Whereas before, you know, with Discord you couldn't have, you know, like a limiter and a noise gate and all that, so it never sounded as good. But now it does, which is kind of epic. Also, it's sort of set and forget, so if Discord, if Streamlabs or any other software just can't seem to remember where I've set limiters and things, so it doesn't pop the mic and you don't want to hear the keyboard in the background or have it so low you barely notice it. With this, it's there, it's a piece of hardware. You turn the knobs and, you know, make it work. So yeah, that and the preamp in it is just really good. It pulls out a lot of the detail that my other preamp didn't. Set up sound for streamers. I do get asked a lot by other streamers, what mic is that? It sounds very deep and rich. And I'm like, well, some of it is the mic and the other bit is, well, you know, I'm a natural baritone. So when I speak, a lot of my chest is resonating when I'm talking. It is, you know, not to the point of, you know, like James Earl Jones or someone like that, but it's definitely a factor. And if you've got a squeaky voice, there's only so much you can do, you know. Typical streamer setup, you know. And what a lot of people do is they watch a couple of videos on YouTube and they'll go and buy something horrible like a Blue Yeti or something like that, which is honestly a terrible, terrible microphone. It really isn't good. I mean, it works, it's better than a headset and all that, but, you know, it's an electric condenser, which means the actual diaphragm's about that big. It's the same as the thing in a mobile phone these days, a good quality one. And then they put it in a room with no treatment at all of any kind in the room, so you're hearing all the echo of the walls and, you know, use the built-in mic. Yeah, that's it, yeah. I mean, me on a headset mic would sound like, it would be me, it'd be my voice, but it would still be a headset mic. It just cannot pick up as much detail because the diaphragm's too small. Now you can make presets to change your voice. Oh, it doesn't do changing. Doesn't do voice changing stuff. If you Google DBX286S, you'll find a dozen videos, and it will sort of show you what it actually does to audio. Stuttering on the stream. Well, I've got transcoding. You could probably drop down to 720 or something. Anybody else getting stuttering, or is it... Nobody else has mentioned it, so I'm guessing not. Yeah, it might just be a Twitch thing, I don't know. Watching those videos would put you to sleep, yeah, probably. There's a good one by a guy called Booth Junkie, though, where he kind of like, he's got a similar voice to me, only a better voice, basically. But he is a professional voice artist, so, you know, he's in another league entirely. But yeah, he's got a really good video on, you know, how it works, what does what on it. It was about 20 minutes long. Ironic, since I got a 350 megabyte connection, should be enough for ISPs. Yeah, well, yeah, if they throttle, yeah, they're throttling it, which is garbage thing to do to anyone. So, yeah. You're not allowed to do that in the UK, you see. You're not allowed to say, oh, well, if you're watching videos, then, you know, we're going to do this to your connection. I just hit rage there, I think. No. And I only meant to hit that one. Yeah, I've got 80 down and 20 meg up, and it's pretty good. The only thing is, if I start doing like uploading to YouTube, I have to right click and put a restriction on the bandwidth, otherwise I can barely use the internet. Just the way it works. If you saturate the upload bandwidth, it affects the down as well. So I can only use so much. As long as I only use about half, it's fine. Doesn't affect anybody else in the house. And one day, when they eventually say, okay, you can have 150 in your, in your particular region, then I'll get it. But right now, we can't. Okay, which other one do we need to do as well? Do we need to go and do all the towers again? I would restart your browser or your router at that point. And just make sure nothing else is doing anything in the background. D is too long, no. Do it for tomorrow? Yeah, okay. We could do it tomorrow, yeah. That kind of works. It's a shame we couldn't get X, but with 3 people, I think it's... I mean, people can solo it even, with enough skill, but I think it'd be too stressy. Probably the neighbours. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it's different here. It doesn't really matter what the neighbours are doing, but yeah. Okay, well, we'll leave it there for this evening. There's no event or anything tomorrow, so there's that to work out for then. So, yeah, we can do that. Whom else is streaming Anarchy Online? Let's have a look. See if we can find somebody to raid. There's Lufferen TV again. I'm not sure what he's doing, or whether he wants me to to go invading him. Anyone I know? Right, Keena, are they live? Keena's live, yeah, that'll do. We'll go raid Keena for a change. I like Keena. No AI events until after Halloween. So the weekend after Halloween will be the first one that we go and do. There we go. We're all going to go raid Keena and tell her how wonderful Anarchy Online is. And I will see you all tomorrow for another stream. We'll probably do a bit more of this because there'll be... I'll maybe do the alien raids first with Hodor, and then the rest of the evening we'll think of other things to do. Probably try and get this done as well. So thank you all for coming along. Much appreciated. And I'll just say, anemically looking here on this stream for some... It's just been weird, this camera. And I will see you all then. Okay, folks. Bye for now.